That's right. The Argentina national team has received a major shock. According to FIFA regulations, Argentina should automatically be declared world champions, or, in any case, the World Cup final should be replayed. And in the last few hours, a last-minute decision has been confirmed. FIFA is now analyzing the FIFA regulations in order to consider the final decision regarding all of the Argentina national team's claims over what happened in the World Cup final. And there is something very important that we need to emphasize in these FIFA regulations, which is that the regulations state that the team filing the claim, in this case the Argentina national team, if its claim is fully valid, must receive an immediate solution. And this is where the most important part comes in. What is the immediate solution to this claim? There are several main options. Here, Argentina could be declared world champions automatically, or the World Cup final could also be replayed immediately. There are important solutions that this is not a decision that FIFA can simply think about, nor is it something that can be decided by CAS, or a solution that can just be stated without following the rules. Of course not. This is one of the solutions already established in FIFA regulations. That's right. It is a decision that must be made based on the regulations, and within those regulations, this decision exists, declaring the team that filed the claim the automatic champion. In this case, it is clearly Argentina, with its fully valid claim. Of course, this applies if the claim is truly valid, and based on what is currently being presented at CAS and FIFA, Argentina does indeed have a fully valid claim. There is also another option, playing the World Cup final again, replaying the match between Argentina and Spain, which is also included in FIFA regulations. And we're saying this because many people are asking, what will happen to Argentina? What will happen to Spain? If the World Cup final really is going to be replayed, if Argentina is indeed right in this claim, and of course the Argentina national team is completely right in this claim because of the manipulation that took place in the World Cup final. Now, the regulations will be the key and will be extremely important in order for FIFA's final decision to truly be confirmed. And within FIFA's regulations, there is everything that will happen with Argentina. It is important to point out that this has also happened before with claims, especially from clubs. That's right. Claims, particularly from clubs that filed complaints because of manipulated matches, because of things that happened in situations like this, and they filed claims, and FIFA also provided solutions to them by taking the regulations into consideration. In this case, this is a much more important claim because it involves the Argentina national team and involves the World Cup. That is why FIFA must also consider the FIFA regulations here. Regulations that are extremely important in making this decision. And as we have already mentioned, within those regulations, they will also provide justification for the national team that filed the claim. In this case, the national team that filed the claim, the team that is currently pursuing this claim, and of course a claim that is completely valid, is the Argentina national team. That's right, an important claim that, up to this point, continues to move forward very well, and the Argentina national team has many possibilities to continue pursuing this claim properly and in the best possible way. And now, this situation is of course putting the entire soccer world's attention on FIFA's decision. Because if FIFA truly concludes that Argentina's claim is completely valid, then the decision that is made will not be an ordinary decision. It will be a decision that could change the final outcome of a World Cup final and, of course, could become one of the biggest and most controversial decisions ever made in the history of soccer. Argentina now simply has to wait and see how FIFA resolves this entire process. All the evidence, all the claims, all the regulations, and everything related to what happened in the World Cup final must be taken into consideration before the final decision is officially announced. And of course, the more information that emerges, the greater the attention surrounding the possibility that the final could have to be played again. If the final decision leads to a replay, then the match between Argentina and Spain will once again become the center of the world's attention. Everything that happened before will be questioned again. Every refereeing decision will be analyzed again. Every VAR decision will be reviewed again. And both teams will have the opportunity to prove once again who truly deserves to be world champions. However, If the final decision instead declares Argentina the automatic world champions, then the situation will become even more shocking. Argentina, which previously had to accept the result of the final, would receive a new decision based on the claim they submitted. And of course, this would be a huge moment for Argentina's players, Argentina's fans, and the entire soccer world. On the other hand, Spain will of course also be a very important party in this decision. If the final is truly replayed, Spain will have to prepare once again to face Argentina. They will have to show once again that they truly deserve to be champions, and that the previous result was not simply the result of controversy or disputed decisions. Because of that, a replay would not only be about winning a match, but also about proving which team truly deserves to lift the World Cup trophy. Meanwhile, Argentina will have enormous motivation. After all the controversy that has taken place, the Argentina national team will certainly want an opportunity to prove their abilities on the field. If the replay really happens, then all eyes will be on Argentina to see whether they can once again show their best performance and take advantage of the opportunity that could potentially be given to them by FIFA's decision. That is why FIFA's regulations are such an important part of this situation. Not only because those regulations would serve as the basis for making the decision, but also because that decision will determine what happens next with the result of the World Cup final. Everyone now has to wait and see how this process ends, and whether FIFA will actually implement the solution outlined in those regulations. That's right, incredible. So now you know. Let me know in the comments what you think about FIFA's regulations and all of the solutions that, one way or another, Argentina will receive regarding the claim they are pursuing and which, according to this, must receive a confirmed solution. In your opinion, should Argentina be immediately crowned world champions if the claim is officially declared valid? Or should FIFA give both teams the opportunity to play the World Cup final again and determine the champion on the field? Share your opinion in the comments, because of course, this decision could become one of the most talked about decisions among soccer fans around the world. And don't forget to keep following the latest developments surrounding the Argentina national team, because if FIFA announces a new decision, this situation could change at any moment. Every new piece of information, every new decision, and every development regarding Argentina's claim will be extremely important in determining what happens next. That's right. This is an absolutely extraordinary situation that continues to receive enormous attention. The Argentina national team is now waiting for the final decision. FIFA continues to consider every aspect related to the claim, and the soccer world is also waiting to see whether we are truly going to witness something that has never happened before. So now you know. See you in the next video about Argentina, the world champions.